He's there waiting for you to welcome you back. Can he trust you?
Yes, he can. I love him with all my heart.
Some would say it's a miracle you haven't lost him.
It is a miracle that I haven't lost him. And it's going to take me the rest of my life to make this up to him.
That is all for this edition of Dateline. We'll see you again next Friday at 9, 8 Central. I'm Matt Lauer. For Lester Holt and all of us at NBC News, have a good night.
Good evening, I'm Shad Olson. This is NewsCenter1 at 10. Another violent crime being reported to Rapid City Police early this morning. Officers called to the 300 block of East North Street in Rapid City just before 6 this morning. A woman had walked into a local business with blood covering her face, saying that an assault had just taken place. She directed police to the 200 block of East North Street, where officers found a male victim suffering multiple stab wounds. That woman says that several unknown male subjects broke into their apartment and assaulted them both. Police are continuing to investigate that incident. And authorities have identified a body found earlier this week in Badlands National Park. That victim is 39-year-old Joshua Jacobson, a hiker missing since July. The cause of Jacobson's death has not been determined yet, and it remains under investigation. The multi-agency search for the victim was called off back in August, but park leaders began a search of the Sage Creek Wilderness area after hikers spotted a backpack and other personal items Tuesday evening. His body was found on Wednesday. We have an update tonight on an officer-involved shooting in Lee that ended in the death of a male suspect. Tonight, the names of those deputies involved in that shooting have been released. Detective Joe Levesque, Sergeant Pat Johnson, and Deputy Matt McCroden, all involved in that shooting. On Wednesday, the Lawrence County Sheriff's Office responding to a stolen vehicle call. The fleeing suspect firing shots at the deputies during that pursuit, and deputies returning fire. 31-year-old Rory Lynn Gunderman was airlifted to Rapid City Regional Hospital, where he later died. The Division of Criminal Investigation, as they always do, continues to investigate that officer-involved shooting. The death toll is on the rise in Chile, where an 8.3 magnitude earthquake hit Wednesday night. Chileans were continuing their cleanup efforts, and the quake is having impacts as far away as Japan, Hawaii, and even the California coast. Our Caroline Patrica speaks with a research scientist at the South Dakota School of Mines who is building models of that powerful earthquake.
As a result of that large earthquake in Chile, it's now having impacts in California and Japan. Now researchers at the South Dakota School of Mines are digging a little deeper.
So I'm interested to see that what happened in that area. That because in Japan in Tohoku earthquake 2011, it's a huge amount of tsunami and then the nature, the fault slip in thrust as well. So I'm going to look at it closely to see what happened.
And while we might not see any tsunamis here, experts at the School of Mines say we do get earthquakes here in South Dakota.
I find about 6 kind of interesting earthquakes in South Dakota. They are located near Pierre, near Chamberlain, near Black Hill. Actually, effectively is the Hill City, and near Hot Spring, and there are 2 right near the boundaries of South Dakota State.
Just last winter, we experienced a 3.5 magnitude earthquake near Custer State Park.
Nothing to worry about, especially we are not living in buildings. For the most people in South Dakota, it's a house and it's wooden house, so it is safe. And that's the similar strategy they used by California. They try and avoid high-rise building.
Jay says looking at Chile's disaster preparedness and earthquake early warning systems could make a difference in the future.
I think people should be educated, like when the quakes come, when the strong motion come, how they are going to protect themselves, like hiding under the chair or near the corner of the wall. And because I see the video in Chile that people are not really taking with point reactions to the strong motion, that kind of dangerous.
At least 12 people are now confirmed dead in Chile. Hundreds more are in emergency shelters. In Washington today, a divided House voting to block Planned Parenthood's funding for 1 year. That vote is not expected to stand. Senate Democrats have enough votes to block the measure, and the White House has already promised a veto should it be needed. Secretly recorded videos have been sparking the long-time political fight over abortion. The videos show Planned Parenthood officials talking about using tissue from aborted fetuses for medical research and making purchases in order to facilitate that research. Medicaid reimbursements account for much of Planned Parenthood's $450 million in federal money. Virtually none of that can be used for abortions because of the Henry Hyde Amendment that took place back in the 1980s. Today, the Pentagon honors the thousands of service members who have yet to come home. Secretary of Defense Ash Carter and Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Martin Dempsey, marking Prisoner of War Missing in Action National Recognition Day, telling the crowd and the country that those whose fates are still unknown will never be forgotten, and their mysteries will be solved.
Far too many families still have to wonder about the fates of their fathers, grandfathers, husbands, sisters. We never forget. While we currently, and thankfully, have no American POWs in captivity from the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, we know what that commitment means for our service members who were held captive and for those who waited for them here at home.
Secretary of Defense Carter saying there is new technology on the horizon to identify the previously unidentifiable remains of some of the fallen. In South Dakota, Governor Dennis Dugard also proclaiming this week as POW MIA Recognition Week. The governor is asking residents to honor men and women who fought bravely for the nation's freedoms. Even students are taking the time to recognize POWs and those missing in action. The Yellow Jackets Vet Club from Black Hills State University today honoring fellow veterans with a public display. Every year, a solitary roundtable is set up on campus with a single place setting and several objects of significance. An inverted wine glass to symbolize toasts the veterans can't participate in. A bread plate holds salt for the tears of the family, while a lemon slice denotes the veterans' bitter fate. The Vets Club honors fellow veterans with special ceremonies and flag displays throughout the rest of the year. And a local veteran is being honored as well. Charlotte Avila, a 25-year veteran of the Air Force, is selected as Rapid City's Veteran of the Month for September. Avila has been stationed at numerous bases throughout the United States, concluding her military career with the 28th Medical Group at Ellsworth Air Force Base. She's received numerous medals and tokens of recognition, such as the Global War on Terrorism Service Medal, and she will be recognized by Rapid City Mayor Steve Allender during Monday's City Council meeting. Now, it's taken a lot of work to get to this point, and now the first military flying operations are set to begin at an even larger bomber training area over the northern plains. A spokeswoman for the 28th Bomb Wing out of Ellsworth Air Force Base saying that operations are now scheduled to start at the expanded Powder River Training Complex. That airspace now stretching over the Dakotas, Montana, and Wyoming, making it the largest training airspace in the continental U.S. The airspace will be used by B-1 bombers from Ellsworth and B-52 bombers at Minot Air Force Base in North Dakota. U.S. Senator John Thune says the airspace is essential to national security. And here's a look at today's markets on Wall Street. Well, after anticipation that the Federal Reserve would indeed raise interest rates, that did not happen yesterday, and some of that market uncertainty is coming out in negative ways. The Dow losing 290 points today, 16,385. The NASDAQ Composite down 67 to 4827. The S&P 500 also dropping today, 32 points, down to 1958. And gold expectedly rising as we watch the dollar index plummet after that decision not to solidify the currency. $21.40 on the gain to $1,138.40 on this day of trade. Unemployment rates fell in 29 states in August and held steady in another 11 as hiring remained solid nationwide. South Dakota, which has seen a rise in oil and gas drilling, reported the largest percentage decline in jobs. Job cuts continued in states with oil and gas drilling as oil prices remained sharply lower compared with 1 year ago. And falling demand for coal has devastated West Virginia, which has the nation's highest unemployment rate at 7.6%. U.S. employers added 173,000 jobs in the month of August, while the national unemployment rate fell to 5.1%. Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio joining us now as we recap what was kind of a windy day.
Very windy day. As a matter of fact, out at the airport, we had the strongest winds than anywhere else in South Dakota, as you can see, right? The 53-mile-per-hour winds, wind gusts out at the airport, folks. It was definitely a windy day there. 36 down in Pine Ridge, a winter, 36, 38 in Appear. Strongest winds generally west of the Missouri River, but they had some gusts as well over in East River, not as strong. That's okay, because that sets up a rather nice forecast for the weekend. These winds will be dying down tomorrow. Plenty of sunshine, warmer temperatures.
You know, I don't know if it's true or not, but it was so windy today that I heard people talking about moving to Wyoming. And you know how windy Wyoming is.
Oh gosh,
so
yeah.
Maybe that's not true. I don't know. We'll get more details coming up in Bob's forecast in just a bit. We're back with more news after the break, right here on News Center 1 at 10.
This is News Center 1 with Shad Olson. Sports with Justin Wickersham. And weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
So we've had a Tempur-Pedic for a while, but now that we have the adjustable base, it's even better.
I'm gonna go up and
discover how Tempur-Pedic can move you.
It's the grand opening at Simply Sleep Better. Get a free 7-night vacation for 2 at your choice of locations in the United States or the world with a minimum purchase, or a $300 gift with purchase of a Tempur-Pedic set. Plus, get 4 years, no interest. Better prices, better advice. Simply Sleep Better, now at 2 locations by Rushmore Crossing and on Mount Rushmore Road, Rapid City.
Improve your water quality with Omni water filters from Menards. This standard whole house replacement filter removes dirt, sand, and rust particles from water. A 2-pack is $1.99 after rebate. This heavy-duty whole house water filter includes a cartridge that removes rust, sediment, chlorine, taste, and odor. $49.99. Get a handle on hard water with Morton's water softeners. They keep skin soft and reduce hard water buildup. This 34,000 grain unit is $399. This 45,000 grain unit is $579.
Save big money at Menards.
During truck season at your local Ford stores, you can get an amazing deal on America's best-selling trucks. And behind the wheel of a Ford truck, things just get done. The work finished. Your cargo safe. The trip taken. The time to buy today. During truck season, get 0% financing for 72 months. Or get up to $9,061 in total savings on built Ford Tough trucks. Hurry in and save during truck season. Going on now at your local Ford stores.
I'm a fan of this plateau.
I'm a fan of things that go.
I'm a fan of all things kitschy.
I'm a fan of Lionel Richie.
Hello. I'm a fan of DQ. I'm a fan of DQ Bakes.
Bakes.
DQ Bakes. I'm a fan of warm ciabatta.
I'm a fan of cold and hotter.
Melty snacks on my snack break.
I'm a fan of DQ Bakes.
New artisan-style sandwiches, snack melts, and desserts. Hot out of the oven and only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
I'm a fan.
Looking for a smarter way to replace the floors in your home?
Flooring America offers new luxury vinyl tile. It's 100% waterproof, so it's perfect for kitchens, bathrooms, most anywhere. Plus, it can install easily over your existing floor. Whether you want the look of natural stone, tile, or hardwood, LVT offers no mess removal, quick installation, low labor costs, easy maintenance, and superior comfort. And here's a really smart deal. Save 40% now on select Downs LVT styles. Flooring America, where you can shop smart and buy smarter.
A unique site unlike any other that attracts visitors from around the world. And it happens right here in the Black Hills. Next week, over 10,000 spectators will gather at Custer State Park to start celebrating the 50th annual Buffalo Roundup. That includes the Arts Festival as well. The North American bison population decreased to less than 2,000 in the early 1900s. Places like Custer State Park have played pivotal roles in increasing those numbers greatly. Park officials say that witnessing the dust fly and the hooves pound the ground creates a feeling of being back in the Old West.
It's a spectacular sight to see about 1,300 head of buffalo being driven across the prairie with, about 60 cowboys and cowgirls on horseback pushing them in. They are wild animals and they have a mind of their own. Sometimes we've had the herd turn back and kind of, stampede around the horses, and then we have to regroup and get back after them. But past couple years it's gone pretty smoothly, and we're hoping for that again this year.
The roundup starts next Friday and will take about 4 days to work the entire herd. Riders gathering in Sturgis this weekend for the 3rd annual American Motorcyclists Association Supermoto Race. That race has been a hit the past 2 years. That's why Sturgis is welcoming back the pro and amateur riders for the weekend of racing, charity, and fun. Top riders will be taking part in the 2015 National Championship Series, and if they earn enough points to move forward, the Supermoto track is designed to be a mix of road racing and motocross.
It's asphalt and dirt, and in front of the knuckle here we have some decent-sized jumps. There'll be jumps down at the Loud also, so definitely those are a crowd favorite, but you also see the higher speeds on the asphalt and guys the racers will be sliding their bikes into the corners, and it's definitely something cool to watch.
A charity pre-race party was held at the Knuckle Saloon tonight with proceeds going to the Sturgis Fire Department. Tomorrow night, riders will do burnouts in front of the Loud American Roadhouse, followed by a karaoke night. And let's hope the weather cooperates for those riders. The wind and clouds taking over the Black Hills today, but Bob Riggio says warmer temps are on the way. He's in next with a check of your weekend forecast.
It's Carpet One Floor and Home's bonus extravaganza sale. Buy any carpet now and save with our bonus package pricing. Free pre-measure, estimate and delivery, free carpet take-up, and free carpet removal. What the home centers charge extra for, you get for free. Professional installation and cushion are included at no extra charge. Plus, get 30 months no interest financing. Bonus package pricing for 10 days only at Carpet One, Mount Rushmore Road, Rapid City. Beautiful, made affordable.
The Honda for You sales event is happening now, and you could get a great deal on a 2015 Honda Accord. The Accord is the best-selling midsize car in America, which makes sense because it's also the best value. And the Accord is loaded with standard features. So hurry into your Honda dealer today, and you could get a great deal on a 2015 Accord during the Honda for You sales event.
Your everyday banking should never interfere with your everyday life. Bank West puts you in control of your money, wherever you are and whenever you need it. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed.
The Yamaha Viking and Viking 6. The hardest working, most off-road capable side-by-sides in America. Built for the hardest working people on earth, you.
Black Hills Power Sports on I-90 Service Road between exits 60 and 61 in Rapid City.
At Fearless Fisher TVs and Appliances during the Big Ten sale, one-of-a-kind TVs and appliances are at drastic savings. Save $224 on a Frigidaire, soap cleaning, electric range, now only $345. Or save $300 on a Samsung 51-inch HD TV, now only $498. Or save over $400 on an Amana large capacity washer and dryer pair, now only $297 each piece when you buy the pair. Plus, inside the store, get 12 months no interest. At Fearless Fisher TVs and Appliances in Fisher-owned galleries on West Main, Rapid City.
This weather brought to you by Black Hills Power.
This is NewsCenter1 weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
Well, Jerry Boric continues to keep us abreast of the changing colors in Spearfish Canyon. This is the latest photo today. It was kind of a drizzly day up in the Spearfish area, Spearfish Canyon, but you're now beginning to see the yellow golds and reds showing up, and that will intensify over the next week or so. These colors are expected to peak the last week of this month. So anytime from now for the next couple of weeks, just head on up to Spearfish Canyon. You will not regret it. It's absolutely gorgeous. And those yellows, those are the birch trees now changing color. The gold are the aspen trees, the cottonwood trees. The orange are the hardwood trees up there, the oak, the late aspen as well. The red colors are usually the ivies and the vines. Yeah, we got the wild grape, we got the chokeberry shrubs as well. Those giving the red color. The purple, I don't see much purple, but if you look closely, you might see some. That's the dogwood, and of course the green are the pine trees, the spruce trees, and the juniper trees. All right, 62, the high, 44. The low temperature is going to be a little bit cooler than that tonight. 6:35 sun up, 6:57 sun down. We're over at out at the airport, clear skies, 46 right now. Winds are out of the southwest at 6, 53 mile per hour wind gust today. That's not a surprise to anybody, I'm sure. 41, where are we at here? Pine Ridge, clear skies down on the reservations. Winds are out of the east-northeast at 5, 36 mile per hour wind gusts there. Here's the wind maker right here. This storm system swirling around now continuing its track off to the east, spreading some rain in the Great Lakes area. You can see where the cold front is right here. You got the circulation around that, and it's pushing the cold front. That undercuts the warm air here and triggers those showers, as you can see, from Missouri all the way down into West Texas. And behind that, high pressure, and that's what we will enjoy through the weekend. You can see this high pressure building in tomorrow. Plenty of sunshine tomorrow. Temperatures a little bit warmer than today. Well, that won't take much for that to happen, would it? But we are expecting temperatures in the 70s. That low will continue to track right on across the Great Lakes and then head up into Canada. High pressure just establishing itself, not only for us, but for most of the country. As you can see, maybe a few little showers down in the southeast, but elsewhere, the weekend is going to be rather nice, not only for South Dakota, but for many, many states in the country. Rainfall totals. All right, here we go. 1,700 in Aberdeen, 700s in here, 1,300s Watertown. Everybody got a little bit, half an inch in Winter, about a third of an inch in Faith, not much in Phillip, 400s. And over a half an inch up there in Buffalo. So everybody got a little bit of rain around South Dakota. High temperatures today, not very high at all. We see temperatures in the 60s generally west of the Missouri River, temperatures in the upper 50s, lower 60s east of the Missouri River. Well, today, cooler than yesterday. Yesterday was kind of cool. Today is even cooler than that, as you can see all these negative numbers across the state. We'll warm it up tomorrow, though. We're going to get these temperatures up into the middle 60s over East River. That's not much warmer than today. But as far as West River is concerned, we don't see any 60s. We're going to see a bunch of 70s across the board. And then on Sunday, temperatures in the 80s. So we'll continue this warming trend for the next few days, whereas East River, they're going to warm up a little bit as well. We see temperatures there in the middle 70s. Here's the forecast for tomorrow. It's going to be a warmer day. It's going to be a beautiful day as we start the weekend. 72 Spearfish, 69 Custer, 77 Pine Ridge, Hill City 70, 71 Deadwood, 74 Belle Fourche, Sturgis the same, 74. 41 tonight, rather chilly tonight. We'll have clear skies, winds out of the south on the light side, 5 to 10 miles per hour. And tomorrow, let's get those temperatures out of the 50s, up into the 70s, 75, sunny, beautiful day. Winds out of the south, 10 to 15. And then tomorrow evening, a little bit warmer than tonight, overnight low temperature of 48, mostly clear. Still chilly, though, and winds out of the northwest, so a little bit of a wind shift going on here. 7-day forecast, 83 on Sunday, 84 on Monday. So very comfortable temperatures, above normal temperatures Sunday, Monday. And then temperatures right about normal Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday with partly cloudy skies. Go to clickbigdeals.com, get $20 at edible arrangements for just $10. In other words, you pay $10 for the coupon, you take it to edible arrangements, and you can purchase $20 worth of edible stuff. Candies, I guess.
Edible stuff's much better than inedible stuff.
You got that right.
You don't want to bite into a dozen roses. That would be a good
and you were
idea.
telling us at 5:30 you were the recipient of one of those edible bouquets.
I've had one or two of those. Yeah, they're pretty good stuff. Thank you, Bob. We'll be right back.
Rushmore Honda is closing their doors and moving to our new location. We'd rather sell our inventory than move it. You'll save big on over 110 used cars, trucks, and SUVs, imports and domestics, including 35 Honda certified pre-owned. Buy a 2010 Dodge Journey SXT all-wheel drive, $10,995, an 09 Toyota Yaris, $59,995, or an 11 Chevy Impala LS, $10,995. Shop early for best selection. Expect more, get more at Rushmore Honda. Still open at 123 Omaha and online at rushmorehonda.com.
It's one big tent sale and store-wide clearance at Fisher Furniture. We're clearing our floors and making room. The giant sales tent is up, and today at all 3 Fisher stores, you're gonna save big. No, you're gonna save so big. Under the tent and in the stores. Save on furniture, mattresses, appliances, and TVs. Get the guaranteed lowest prices in South Dakota. Plus special 3 years interest-free financing inside all 3 stores. It's a big deal. The one big tent sale and store-wide clearance. And it's going on right now at all 3 Fearless Fisher stores in Rapid City.
They come from different worlds, each with a particular set of skills. Midco Extreme Internet, Midco Preferred Cable. Agents on a not-so-secret mission to save the world from slow internet and bad cable. But at only $89 a month for 12 months, there's a price on their heads. Don't miss this blockbuster event. Click happiestdevices.com.
It's the first chill in the air.
It's the season you wait for all year. It's Cabela's Season Countdown Sale. Save big with deals like 50% off ScentLock, AlphaTech, and Headhunter Series Camo. And 50% off select True Timber Hunting Apparel. Plus, save up to $40 off Moultrie Trail cameras. And up to 40% off men's, women's, and kids' hiking and athletic footwear. It's your favorite time of year, so don't miss Cabela's Season Countdown Sale, going on now. Shop in-store or online at Cabela's.com.
This is NewsCenter1 Sports with Justin Wickersham.
We're 4 weeks into the high school football season, and already we've had some great matchups, but also some disappointments. For example, Rapid City Stevens lost a heartbreaker last week by 3 points to Aberdeen Central. And tonight, it didn't get any easier for the Raiders as they hosted 5th-ranked Brandon Valley. Early on in this one, a first and goal for the Lanks, Alex Waltner to Alex Wickersham, who takes this one straight up the middle for the score. And if you're wondering, he is a cousin of mine. Later on now, Wickersham takes the handoff, but this time he's met by Nathan Trotter for a loss of 3 yards on the play. Stevens with the ball now. A bad snap, and the ball goes over the head of Brandon Susie. The ball is loose and is finally recovered by Andrew Sorensen of Brandon Valley. The Lynx capitalize on the turnover now. Waltner rolls out and finds Spencer Grage right here in the end zone, and Brandon Valley wins big over Stevens. 43-0 is your final score. Meanwhile, Douglas hosted Spearfish for homecoming, and they dedicated Dave Brody Field in honor of the longtime Douglas coach. Patriots with the ball on 4th down. Colton Hitchue looking to punt the ball away, and it's blocked, and Jeremiah Harmon recovers it for the Spartans. Later on now, Corey Hoffman pitches it to Zeph Irion, who runs around the outside. He takes this one 13 yards for a Spartan first down. Then Hoffman hands it off to Irion, who stretches the ball over the plane of the end zone for the touchdown, and the Spartans spoil the Patriots' homecoming tonight. Final score 35-20. Now let's check out scores from across the state. Watertown won its first game of the season with a 27-19 victory over Rapid City Central. Also, Sturgis falls to 4th-ranked Mitchell by 55 points. The Colonels improved to 500 on the season. Top-ranked winner shut out Valentine, Nebraska tonight. Final score 51-0. Plus, Todd County rolled over St. Francis Indian by 48. Meanwhile, it was Sisseton all over Mobridge Pollock. 40-7 is your final score. And Gordon Rushville blanked Bennett County tonight by a final score of 44-0. Meanwhile, it was homecoming tonight for Belle-Fourche, and the Bronx faced Cheyenne Eagle Butte. The Bronx came out firing on all cylinders in this one. On their first possession, they give it to Bryson Westland, who takes it 51 yards to the house. Westland rushed for 364 yards last week against Mobridge Pollock, and it was another big night for the senior. Belle-Fourche gets the ball back after an Eagle Butte turnover. This time, Zach Lang on the play action, and he finds Lewis Budmeyer, who's finally pushed out of bounds at the 9 after a gain of 26 yards on the play. A few plays later, Lang punches it in on the keeper, and the Bronx go up 14-0 with 9:35 left in the first quarter. Still in the first quarter now, and the Bronx continue to dominate. Westland follows his blockers and scrambles 53 yards down the sideline for yet another touchdown. That was his second of the game, and that made it 21-0 after the extra point. Later on, Belle-Fourche comes up with a big defensive play now. Jace Horman intercepts Harley Neagle. Horman returns this one to midfield for the Bronx. Then the Bronx march down the field and tack on 6 more as Westland scores his 3rd touchdown of the game. And this game was stopped in the 4th quarter as Belle-Fourche wins it. 57-6 is your final score. In other action tonight, New Underwood improves to 2-1 on the year with a 52-point win over Newell, and it was Lyman too strong for Rapid City Christian. The Raiders defeated the Comets by 45. Elsewhere, Bison defeated Timber Lake by 6, 22-16, plus Huron falls to Pierre by 25, final score 37-12. Also this evening, 5th-ranked Chamberlain powered past Red Cloud 26-0, and Kadoka area won its homecoming game tonight 28-6 over Platte Geddes. Potter County picked up its first win of the year by beating Faulkton area 34-20, and 4th-ranked Sully Buttes shut out Sunshine Bible Academy 52-0. We'll post more scores on our website later on tonight at newscenter1.tv. Shifting gears to high school volleyball, Sioux Falls O'Gorman topped Rapid City Central in straight sets, plus Sioux Falls Roosevelt topped Rapid City Stevens 3-1. And finally, in girls high school tennis, Rapid City Stevens shut out Aberdeen Roncalli 9-0. The Raiders are now 14-1 on the season. And finally, in hockey news, the Rapid City Rush announced the re-signing of Winston Daichi for the upcoming season. The forward finished just shy of a point-per-game pace last season, recording 35 points in 36 games. Daichi enters his 4th season of professional hockey, all of which have been played with the Rapid City Rush. And that's a look at sports. We'll be right back in a moment.
Papa Murphy's pizzas are hot because you bake them in your own oven, and you can taste the difference. When they cool a little, of course. Home bake a large Papa's Perfect with half pepperoni, half Hawaiian. Just $9. Fresh made, fresh baked. Papa Murphy's. Love at 425 degrees.
Why Mid-Continent Business Solutions? Well, let's start with what I don't need. People selling me crazy new phone equipment or web gizmos. What I need are phones that work. Fast internet connection and a way to save a nickel on every unit we make. My consultant at Mid-Continent worked with me. Figured out just what technology I needed. It was totally custom. Now I can figure out how to save that nickel. Speaking of which, I got to get back to the shop.
Mid-Continent Business Solutions. Internet, phone, cable TV, and more.
She said yes. You're the best man.
I got this. Nissan Sentra. With push-button start, Bose Premium Audio, and hands-free text messaging assistant. Choose Sentra, J.D. Power's highest-ranked compact car in initial quality. Get 0% APR for up to 72 months. Sentra, step it up.
You're the man.
Shop ChooseNissan.com. Innovation that excites.
What I love about bow hunting is the challenge, the physical challenge, the mental challenge. I love the fact that it's not easy. 12 years it took me to shoot a trophy whitetail buck. It's what I breathe, eat, sleep, bow hunting. When I'm working with a customer, I want my passion to rub off on them. I am Brandon Carlson, and I'm one of the archery experts at Shields.
1, 2, 3, 4 courses for only $1.29 each. And dessert too! Arby's, we have the meats.
It was an exciting day for one Rapid City teacher who was pleasantly surprised this morning with a $500 check to use for her classroom supplies. The NewsCenter1 and First Interstate Bank 1+1 giveaway granting a check to Christina Hayen, a first-grade teacher at Grandview Elementary School, to help fund new books for her students to better their reading skills. In her application, Hayen noting that she uses her own personal money and hosts fundraisers to build a better library for her first graders. She plans on using the money to purchase books at the correct level of reading for the students to keep them challenged and interested in reading and learning.
Our kids love to read. Our classroom motto is be a voracious reader, which is just reading as much as you can without stopping. And so my kids are super excited. We're going to get some nonfiction texts just to help the kids with their writing and their reading. So we're very excited.
Our partnering business, First Interstate Bank, also recognizing the importance of a child's education, and they're always honored to help out with this cause.
You know, all the research shows that the sooner someone starts reading and the more they read, the better off they are. And so as a bank, we're happy to invest in our community by helping these kids to be better students and better citizens as time goes on, and reading is one of the great ways of doing that.
And if you know of a teacher in need, you can head to our website at newscenter1.tv and click on the chalkboard icon to submit an application. Great program. And you know, one thing about it, if you encourage somebody to be a voracious reader, they at least have to understand what voracious means. So they're one word ahead already on vocabulary. So that's a good thing.
All right, let's check out the 7-day forecast. It's going to be a beautiful weekend, plenty of sunshine.
That'll do it for us right here. Have a great night.
What makes Liberty Superstores a dealership for the people? People with more insight, more options, more respect, more heart. We eagerly serve the frustrated, the hardworking, the people. We believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car, and that's what makes us for the people. Liberty Superstores.
There are people in this world who devote their lives to the pursuit of stuff. People who confuse the shiny objects they chase with the object of life. Here's a radical thought. What if it's not more stuff we need? What if it's about having just enough of the right stuff to live a great life? We come from a place where less is more, where people's priorities are just a little bit straighter. It's not the outfit, it's the compliment you get when you wear it. It's not the chips and the soda, it's the family picnic you enjoy them at. At Shopko, we're not a big box, we're a better box. Our stores are simple, clean, and welcoming, not overwhelming. Just the essentials you need from the brands you trust at a fair price. Because at the end of the day, it really isn't about the stuff. It's about the life you live with it. Shopko, the stuff that counts.
Introducing the newest member of the Yamaha off-road family. It thrives in the most remote, rugged terrain. It never steps down from a challenge and travels long distances in search of adventure. The all-new Yamaha Wolverine. It's a whole new animal.
Black Hills Power Sports, I-90 service road between exit 60 and 61 in Rapid City.